ways to write a book. Number 1. Start with why. To start writing a book, you need a plan. Like Stephen Covey says, begin with the end in your mind. The challenge, however, is many of us don't know what's the end and how it looks like. Someone just told that we should write a book, or we have had all these ideas stirring in our minds for so long, but we haven't actually connected all the dots to create a cohesive book, let alone boil it down to a single guiding idea or a cohesive storyline. Number 2. Mind map. Pull out a blank piece of paper and draw a circle in the middle of it and some lines sticking out of it. Now write your book idea in the circle and set a timer for 15 minutes and start working on filling in your mind map. Number 3. Outline. So you have created a mess of a mind map and now you need to bring order to by creating a book outline. Here's the easiest way to think about it. You have 3 groups of content: the main message of your book or a guiding idea, a few sections which all will become your chapter, supporting content or supplement stories and examples. When you look at your mind map, you will likely to start to see some themes emerge. You will able to group certain bubbles of mind map into the sections or buckets. Continuing with the cookbook example, here's the outline. Those sections or bucket will become chapters in your book. Then the supplement ideas or stories or examples will go in each of those chapters as a subheading. Book outlines create a structures, order and map where you are going with your book. Now you are done with the pre-writing. It's time to start to fleshing out that outline and writing your rough draft. Number 4. Rough draft. When you start working on a rough draft, you need to have answer of these 3 questions. How long should my book be? Firstly, you need to answer this question, that how long should my book be? Or how many words do you need for this manuscript? Or each genre has pretty standard word count expectations. And number 2, who is your ideal reader? Once you know that how many words you are shooting for, then you need to determine that the target audience, ideal reader or customer avatar. Number 3, how to start my rough draft. Now it's time to pick up the pen or a keyboard. Start working on backwards from the target word count and set a target for how many days you will write, how many words you will write, how long you will write. This will give you a target date for finishing the draft. Number 5. Self-editing. You will need 2 different types of editing. I'll cover both of them. First, you need self-editing. The problem is many writers is they want their first draft to be their final draft. But the experienced writers know that the word count never be out. But the experienced writers know that the word count never come out perfect for the first time. When you look at your rough draft, you will likely to feel embarrassed at this point how bad it is. That's normal, but get over it and start working on the basics of self-edit. As you read through your first draft, you will likely to see a bunch of problems. You will need to move this paragraph to end, move that to other one up and clean up the grammar, fix some punctuations and more. Maybe now that you have all the words out on the page, you realize that chapter 3 should be an actual chapter 5 and you are missing chapter 4. So you need to add that. Some of the best writers in the world says that it takes minimum 3 drafts before they have the manuscript in the decent enough working order to give it to the editor. So do your self edit, but don't get stuck in it. Number 6. Professional editing. Now you have finishing the verbal read through your self edit and it's time to give your manuscript to a professional editor. There are a variety of type of editing: structural developing editing, copy editing, line editing, proofreading. How much editing do you need? How long does it take to edit a book? It really depends on how much work you did in your self edit, how experienced you are as a writer, and how much you are willing to pay to the editing. Of course, we can talk to this with your help you to make the best decision for yourself and the book. Number 7. Cover design. Do not try to create your own book cover. There is a 99% of chance that you are not a professional graphic designer or a book cover artist. And even if you are, you are too close to your own work, hire a professional cover designer. Number 8, formatting. There is a lot of confusion about how to format a book. I won't dive in all the specific of formatting here. I won't dive into all the specific of formatting here. Just like you want a professionally designed cover for your book, also want the interior designer for a book to look a professional inside of your book where most of the readers will spending their time. So you want to make sure that it's beautifully designed and easy to navigate in the format of ebook, paperback, or a hardback and audiobook. MVP launch, minimum viable product launch. This is the best for the first time authors, people without a big list or a following, who aspire to establish themselves as an expert or want to get a start to growing a following. Basically, you need three essential ingredients to pull off this launch: a launch team, reviews, and promotions. Number 10. The book is just a beginning. Once you launch a book, doors will starting to open up for you that were never before open to you. Maybe you get a podcast interview request, a speaking gig request, or a mastermind invitation, depending on how well your book sells. You may have the opportunity to launch a book based business or add a new branch to your existing business. After writing a book and publishing it, its possibilities are truly endless. I am excited to see what's open up for you. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and this is Ashish Network. This is Ashish over and out.